Let me start recording now.
Okay.
Hi Priyanka, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm good. How about you? Thank you so much for asking.
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. So long time no communication. Where have you been? What you have been doing for past 1 month?
Yes, actually, I was busy in a wedding, in a function, so that is why I was not able to attend or have any conversation. So in this week, I'm in Gurugram, so I started having conversations. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Priyanka.
How about
So
you? How's
yeah,
everything in your life?
actually, yeah, life is going on as usual. There is nothing special. Actually, I was busy in
Mhm.
training programs at Pan India level as usually I do. So this is
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now.
Mhm.
And currently, I have just got free today from the training only because I was attending online training. It was for past 6 to 7 hours. So entire day I got occupied in
Okay.
that only. So now I got free and I thought of recording a session with you. So I messaged you.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
before we start the session now, Priyanka, can you please introduce yourself so that my subscribers can know about you, who exactly you are? Because I know you, but my subscriber you are new to my subscribers, right?
Yeah.
So please introduce yourself.
Okay. Yes. I would love to introduce myself in front of your audience. So, hello everyone. My name is Priyanka. I am from Gurugram, Haryana. I hold a master degree in finance and marketing. I qualified UGC net 2-3 times, and now I'm looking for an assistant professor job. I'm working really hard on my communication because as an assistant professor, you have to speak so well. So that is why I'm working really hard. And I also run a YouTube channel by Speak with Priyanka Kataria name. And I post English conversation videos, sometimes some solo videos. And I love talking to people. That is why I started my YouTube channel. Reading books and interacting with people in English, these two are my hobbies. So this is about me. Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great, Priyanka. Keep it up. So I have few questions for you. So if you can answer my
Mhm.
questions, like my first question is, who inspired you to become an assistant professor?
Okay, interesting question.
Hmm.
And who inspired me? If I talk about any specific person, so no, there is no one who inspired me. Actually, my dedication towards teaching people or towards interacting with people made me to become an assistant professor. Still, I'm on my journey, but yes, my love to interact with people that made me to prepare for this. And I when I was a kid, when I was in my graduation, that time I used to feel one day I will become an officer. But later I realized, no, this is not my calling. I can inspire people, I can teach people. So then after that, I started preparing for it. And side by side, I started teaching some students English. And this is also something great I can do. Yeah. So teaching, I can say teaching is my calling now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Priyanka. So do you think teaching is very hard? It's very hard job these days in comparison to other jobs in market.
No, I don't feel teaching is hard, but at the same time, you have a lot of responsibility. You are shaping young brains and you are shaping future of India. So you have uh, huge responsibilities on your shoulders. So you have to take care all the things what you are teaching to your students. You have to guide them, not only subject, you have to motivate them, you have to inspire them, you have to show them real life examples so that they can get motivation. And you are the only one who can shape their life. Only teacher can shape their life. So I feel it is hard, but full of responsibility, full of opportunities, I would say.
Brilliant. So what is the role of English proficiency in this journey, becoming an assistant professor? Being a proficient in
Yes.
English language, it is required or it is a need of today's world, or do you think it is not necessary? What is your take on
Okay.
this?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Interesting question, actually, sir. Your questions are so interesting, I would say. So, when I was preparing for UGC net examination, that time I was overconfident about my English because in my college time, I used to get good marks as a subject in English. So, I was overconfident. If So I used to think if I get any chance to attend any interview, I will be able to crack it. So when I was very positive about my result, in this attempt, I'm gonna crack UGC NET examination. That time I booked a session with a trainer, and in that session, I was shivering. I was not able to speak like even a single sentence correctly. So that day I find out that I'm not good at English. I am overconfident. From that day, like that day was my turning point. So from that day, I started learning English. And as yes, I know this is like English is important. English is imperative in everybody's life, not only uh, like assistant professor life. Everybody like who is working in company, school, anywhere, English is required nowadays. Without English, you cannot survive anywhere. So I thought, okay, I'm not good at English. Let me work upon it. So I cut down my 2 hours from my preparation and I started learning this language. I created my WhatsApp group and I started interacting with many people who were posting that time videos. So I sent email to those people, and then I started my journey. Created my channel, and then I started posting my videos. So I would say, like, English is imperative nowadays. If you are working professional, if you're a student, if you're a homemaker, no matter what you do, but English is required. And for an assistant professor job, it is must, because you have to articulate well in English. If you know English, then you will feel more confident. But if you don't know English, that time you will always have that fear that if some student, or if somebody asks me something in English, what would I do?
mm,
So that is why I thought, I have to groom my personality, and English is the first thing which I can add in my skill. So I took it as a skill and I started working upon it. So for me, it is important, and it is for me, it is a it this is something which changed my life entirely.
brilliant.
Yeah.
That's mind blowing, Priyanka. So, as per your mindset, as per the statement which you have made, like English proficiency is mandatory to become
Yes.
an assistant professor, because end of the day you have to deal with different kind of mindset, different kind of people. So you have to interact a lot with them, right? So without having a tool of communication, you cannot interact with them, right? This can only be possible
Yes.
just if you are proficient in English, because nowadays it has
Hmm.
become an international language. All right.
Ye-
So, my another question for you is regarding the interview. As you mentioned, like once you notice yourself, like used to be confident in English language, but suddenly you noticed like you were underconfident at that time while you were appearing in the interview, right? So you started shivering or trembling, and you were not
Hmm.
as much confident as you should have been at that time. Then you realized like
Hmm.
somewhere you were lacking. So, do you think like it is an art of communication? Like effective interviewing is an art of communication? Do you think so?
I didn't get your question actually.
Do you think so? Like effective interviewing is an art of communication?
Yes, of course. If
How?
you are able to,
Mm-hmm.
yes. If I talk about in point of interviewee, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is important. If the interviewer is able to ask question and you are not able to answer well in English,
Mm-hmm.
so that means you are lacking somewhere. No matter how intelligent you are, if you're not able to answer well in English,
Correct.
so you are gonna reject in that. You are not going, they are not going to hire you in that field or in
Exactly.
that company. So in communication is required. And if I have heard somewhere 75, more than 75% engineers, they cannot speak in English.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the reality of our India. So yeah, this is important. And I have interacted with many people. They are good at their academics, but they are not able to express themselves
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to English.
All right.
So yes, if you are able to articulate well, people gonna appreciate you. They're gonna hire you,
Mm-hmm.
and you will see a lot of opportunities. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. So, Priyanka, what do you think? Like, there are certain challenges. What kind of challenges you think, like, come under way while we try to be, proficient in English language? What certain, kind of challenges you face?
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
if you talk about myself, my challenges, so there were so many challenges when I started learning English.
Mm,
So I used to fumble a lot. I used to forget words while speaking. So initially it was difficult. I was timid. My nature was shy. I am an introvert. Still I'm an introvert, but when it comes to expressing myself in English, so now I am little ambivert. I can express my things well in English, but initially it was difficult. Like when I used to talk with strangers, so I used to fear a lot. So my first like struggle or challenge was that like I was an introvert, and second is the pronunciation issue. I came from Hindi medium background, so I didn't
Mm,
aware about right pronunciation of words, so that was also challenging for me. I used to pronounce words incorrectly because of
mm,
my mother tongue. My mother tongue is Haryanvi, so I used to pronounce hard English words, but in English we have to speak softly. So it was also second challenge for me. And third is I used to translate a lot in my head. So first I used to think in Hindi, then I translate it in English. So in this way, I used to take a lot of time to process my thoughts in English
mm,
into English, and I used to fumble because of that. I used to you make noise like sound, something like that. I
mm.
used to make a lot of fillers, but slowly and gradually I overcame these three things. And yes, one more thing I want to add here. So when I started my channel, that time I had that fear of seeing myself on camera. And
Okay.
that was also fear. Yeah. So I used to fear a lot with the camera. But later, when I started doing it, it becomes my habit, or I eradicated this fear as well. So now there is no fear at all.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, how can you distinguish between like public speaking skills and your communication skills? Whether these both
Okay.
are same or there is a particular difference as per you.
Yeah. Yeah, many people they always think these like both are same, but I feel no, this is not the reality. Both are different. Communication skills are like how you communicate, how you express your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions in words. But public speaking is the art. When it comes to public speaking, so how we express in public, where
Mm,
you are giving a speech on a stage, or maybe you are motivating people in a school, that is called public speaking. So public speaking is speaking in public. Communicating can be in front of only one person, maybe two-person, but public speaking is something different, where you have to work upon body language, your appearance, your personality. There are so many things, but communication is talk is say like speaking your thoughts in a beautiful way. So we both can relate, but there is a difference also.
slight difference is there. Yeah, correct.
Mm.
Okay, wonderful. So, Priyanka, don't you think like as per the latest trend which is going on, nowadays, people are very often they are very keen to learn English language, and how do you think like English is playing vital role, in public speaking or in enhancing communication skills, or somehow like it has been like a trend like we
Mm.
tend to learn English language only. If we are good in English, then we are a good public speaker, we are a good communicator, no matter how, however there is no there is nothing like that. If I'm good in Hindi and I can participate in different kind of meetings, and I can interact with different kind of mindsets, then I'm also good public speaker. But nowadays the
Mm.
trend is like that: if you are good in English, then obviously, like you are good enough in public speaking and kind of things, so
Mm.
can you please justify this statement as per your mindset?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Actually, what I can understand from this statement, like if you are good at English, that means you are a good public speaker. And this is somewhere, this is correct also. If you like, if I talk about myself, if like when I was not able to speak in English, I used to be very shy. I used to be very timid in front of people. But now I know English, so I have that another type of confidence in me, in my like family functions or anywhere, wherever I go, I can wear that confidence in me. But initially, it was not there. I used to fear if somebody asks me something in English, how will I tackle that situation? But now I don't have that fear. I can answer well. I can understand what the other person is saying, no matter where I am. But English gives you that another kind of confidence automatically. But some people start thinking English is symbol of intelligence. That is completely wrong. We should not think like this. Many people, they are very good at their sports, or maybe their academics, but still they are not able to articulate well. So we cannot say they are intelligent. They don't have intelligence. They have intelligence, but they are not good at English. This is just a language. I don't know Kannada, I don't know Marathi, I don't know, there are many languages in India. So that it doesn't mean I am not intelligent enough. So we should take it as a language, but yes, somewhere it will give you extra edge in your career, in your life, and your lifestyle. There's so many things if you learn this language. So I feel yes, this it boosts your confidence. It give you so many opportunities, but only English cannot make you fluent or good public speaker. You have to work upon all the aspects of your life. Means your intelligence, you should have knowledge about different topics. You should have that empathetic in yourself, so that you can become a good listener. You can understand others thing. So there's so much. English can give you only extra edge in it. This is what I feel. And I have seen there are many people who speaks in Hindi, and they always like make others people connected with that person. I
Mm.
have seen that type of people also, and there are Hindi podcaster also. So you can see they are doing so well in their life. We cannot say they are not good. They are good at Hindi, but still they are doing really well in their life. So we can not say like only English make you that person which you wanted to be. Yeah, it helps you a lot in your life. So that
Great,
is why just take it as a skill and learn if you want. And not if you want, you should learn it. You should add it in your life. Yeah.
great, fantastic. Okay, Priyanka, so you mentioned about listening skills. Like,
Hmm.
do you think, like, as per you, listening, being a good listener, it is required to do an effective communication? Like, is it a part of communication process?
Yes, yes, 100%. When it comes to that four pillars of English,
Hmm.
so there are LSRW.
Okay.
Listening comes first.
All right.
Am I audible?
Yeah, 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 you are audible. Okay, that's fine. So
Hello, sir.
listening, yeah, I can listen to you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Your
you are
video
audible.
gets stuck. Yeah. So listening comes first.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Great.
comes first. That means listening is most important than other three things. So listening comes first. That means first you have to be a good listener. Only then you can ask question. You can speak well. For example, now I'm speaking. You are listening to me, and you are shooting question from my speech only. I can understand it. You haven't wrote down any script or
Hmm.
questions. You are shooting questions directly from my speech. So this is how listening can help you. You can first, if you want to become a good speaker, first you need to become a good listener. It will help you a lot. So listening come first. So first become a good listener, and then you will be able to speak so well. So yeah, listening plays a vital role in your speaking journey.
Clear. That's amazing. Priyanka, like you are a tutor by profession, right? As you mentioned, because nowadays
Hmm.
you have already qualified NET examination and UGC NET, and now you are preparing for becoming an assistant professor, right? That is what you are doing. So as I understand about your profession that you are teaching students, you are connected with them through online or offline, whatever the mode of communication you have opted. So can you please just let me know, like while you are teaching your students, what is your daily routine since morning till the evening? What do you do?
Okay.
Hmm.
So first of all, I want to tell you I don't teach offline. I teach only online. I
Okay.
have 20 students, or all are online. I'm teaching them. I have 10 to 12 females in my WhatsApp group. So I teach them every alternate day,
Mhm.
and I provide one-on-one session also. So in this way, I have 20 students and right now. So, if I talk about my daily routine, so I wake up around 7:30, and after waking up, I brush my teeth, and after having a bath, and then I prepare tea for me. After having tea, like while having tea, I read something if I want. So, I usually enjoy reading while having tea, so I just read few pages. And after that, if I find something new, some new vocabulary, I underline it, and then I note down in my diary. And while speaking to someone, I try to use those words. So in this way, my morning goes. And after having tea, then if I have session with the trainer, I try to book session in the morning itself with the trainer so that I get good practice in the morning itself. So I try to book at least one session with the trainer in the morning itself. Then I, after having that session, then I provide my one-on-one sessions. Then after providing one-on-one session, then around 1 p.m. I start preparing lunch. I start preparing lunch. And after having lunch, I get free time around 2:30. Then I book session with some YouTubers or some of my subscribers. So I can invite them, or I can join them for a conversation. And after having one or two conversation, I edit them. And then in the evening, again, I prepare tea for me. If I feel
Mm,
like, I read something.
mm,
And then again, my household chores starts. If I get time after dinner, then I have one more conversation. I have one student. He is taking classes with me around 10, sometimes in the afternoon, but sometimes he's working professional, so sometimes he doesn't get time in the afternoon. So we fix time around 10 p.m. So in this way, around 11:30 we hit the bed. Yeah. So this is my daily routine. So on weekends, nowadays I am taking 1 day break every week. That is on Monday. I try to avoid every session, and like I don't take any session on Monday. So on Mondays, I just lie on bed. I just scroll. I watch podcast. I edit my video. I make thumbnail. I decide which type of content I'm gonna create on my channel, which type of, like, which guest I would like to invite. I mail them. So I this is how I do research little bit. So on Monday I don't do any conversations. Yeah. So this is how my day looks. My day start with English and it ends with English. Yeah.
nice. Mind blowing. Okay, so
Yeah.
Priyanka, like as you are very much passionate about becoming an assistant professor, like being a teacher, what do you think? Like there are 3 points, as per your understanding, which we need to keep
Mhm.
in our mind, which we need to focus more. 3 points. Any three
3 points
pointers?
if somebody wants to become a teacher.
Yeah, become a
Hmm.
teacher.
First thing is clarity of your thoughts.
Mhm.
Whatever subject you are gonna teach to your students, you should have the clear idea about that subject.
Mm.
That is first thing. And second thing is empathetic. Nowadays, I have seen many trainer or tutor, they are not empathetic. They don't understand what is your student going through. So you have to be empathy in yourself, so that you can understand their situation and you can guide them well, because teacher plays a so many roles in their life. So we have to be that person who can guide them. We are a light of lamp. So we have to be so many qualities in ourselves. So these two things I consider, if a teacher have, so that it can make them good teacher. And the last thing is, the person should be a lifelong learner. If you are interested in learning for whole life, that means you are a good teacher, because teacher
Absolutely.
needs to upgrade or improve themselves every single day. Every single day we have to learn something new. That is why we can teach people. So that these three things are required. This is what I feel. Like you should have that nature of chiram vidyarthi. You can consider yourself a lifelong learner. So these 3 points, I would say, every teacher who want to become a teacher, who is aspiring to be a teacher, they should have these three things.
Brilliant. That's wonderful, Priyanka. So, what should be the roadmap for those learners of today's world, like who are trying to learn English as their second
Mhm.
language, right? They want to be fluent in English, but still there are certain hurdles, certain kind of problems, certain kind of difficulties they are facing, right? They are not getting
Mhm.
the right environment or something like that. So what is the roadmap as per you for them who really want to learn English?
Okay. So
Yeah,
you are talking about complete beginner who just want to
yeah,
start their
yeah,
journey.
yeah.
Okay. So as you already know, like you as a teacher, you already know, like taking that first step is very difficult for many people.
Mm,
So first thing I would recommend them,
mm,
first, don't think too much about people, don't think too much about your English grammar, anything. Just start speaking. This should be your task. Like at least 10 minutes you have to start speaking, no matter how poor your English is.
mm,
But you have to start speaking without thinking too much about something grammar and all. Start speaking 10 minutes every single day, and then 5 minutes reading they can add in their life. 5 minutes reading out loud, it can help you to boost your vocabulary. At the same time, your jaw muscle will be habitual of using those words, and at the same time you are going to listen to all those words. So in this way, three or four things will be done in one activity. 5 minutes reading, and then if you are interested in writing, then you can write, otherwise you can skip it. But listening, speaking, and writing, these three things are required. So 10 minutes speaking, 10-minute listening, and 5-minute writing. These three things they can do for 1 month, and they can see the changes in their speaking. So first thing they can do this. If they are complete beginner, they don't know how to start, where to start, just start with small. Start speaking small sentences. Please come here, go there, I need some water, I'm feeling hungry. Such type of small sentences they can use in their life, and try to find an environment where people are practicing English. For example, there are so many application. I haven't used any of them, but many of my subscribers, they tell me when they join me for conversation, they tell me there are two application. I heard from so many people, one is Ace Fluency and another one is CV application. They can download any of them because both are free. So start practicing there, because no one can see you, you can just have a call, and you will feel comfortable with this language after 1 month or 2 months. And when you become little comfortable with this language, then you can join any tutor classes, like for 1 month or for 2 months. So in this way, they will guide you, they will rectify your mistakes, and you will be able to find like where you are lacking, what are the gray areas you have right now. So
mm,
guidance is also required. If you are financially free, then you can hire a tutor. Otherwise, just watch our conversation videos.
mm,
We are correcting each other and we are helping every learner. So you just listen to us how we are speaking, where we are making mistakes, and at the same time someone is correcting us. So in this way you can uh, do this, because sometimes I also post conversation with trainer, and
mm,
they correct me in between whenever I make any mistake. So in this way they can also learn, yes, this is the right
mm,
sentence structure, and here we can use this sentence.
mm,
So these are the things they can follow, and yes, they will become good speaker. So the thing is, they have to put their efforts every
mm.
single day. They have to make it your habit, and surround yourself with this language. I always say them. If like when I started my YouTube channel, that time I realized, yes, surrounding ourselves in this language can help you a lot. You consciously or unconsciously, you are learning English every single day. So surround yourself. If you are a teacher or if you are a homemaker, do something in English every single day. Yeah. Start
Very
teaching
nice.
something if you don't have environment. Yeah.
That's brilliant,
So do
Priyanka.
something.
But
Yeah.
that's brilliant, amazing ideas. And but see, old is gold. I believe in this true saying, which is a very old saying, like old
Mhm.
methodology. I believe in. So I still like
Mhm.
काक चेष्टा वपु ध्यानम स्वानंद्र तथि वचय अलपारी गृहत्यागी आगे विद्यार्थी पंचलक्षण. The kind of old saying in Sanskrit, right? That
Yeah.
means we have proper insight. Being an student, being a
Hmm.
learner, being an aspirant of learning a particular new language, we have a proper insight, right? And we have a proper attention. We have to put our attention, right? Without putting our attention, we cannot learn the things. We cannot immerse with the particular kind of new things, correct?
Hmm.
Then we have to compromise with our sleep as well. Like we cannot become as much lazy, like we are always taking rest in our rest mood. We are not, hardworking. So we have to become
Hmm.
hardworking. That means शौक ए दीदार अगर है तो तू नजर पैदा कर. Correct. These are the kind of things. So once we have that kind of mindset, that kind of insight, then obviously we can become a good learner, and definitely we can attain our, we can start our journey, and we can achieve our targets, whatever targets we have for learning a new language.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
absolutely I agree with your points, with your statement, whatever you have given on this. Thank you so much, Priyanka. And it was my pleasure having you on my channel, and you spoke a lot, and
Yeah.
very brilliantly you explained about the things, like we have to follow as an aspirant. Anything you have, any
Yeah.
question you want to ask me? Or this is all from my end.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for having me on your channel. Actually, it is my pleasure. I'm having a tutor like you, and you are asking question today, and I'm just answering your question. And at the same time, I feel I'm no one who can answer these questions, but still, you are making me to answer these questions. That means a lot to me. So thank
But
you so much for giving me such a pleasure where I can answer your questions. Thank you so
but
much.
you explained everything very well, and definitely it is going to work for the audiences or
Yeah,
for the subscribers who have subscribed my channel, and your voice is going to reach to the many people. Thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you
We
so
will
much,
soon
sir. Bye
connect you.
bye. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. Take
Yeah.
care.
Okay.